Yeah.
So before we get too far into this, I want to give our next event a good shout out.
Yeah.
You are the commissioner of the Kid Rockin' Rodeo.
Yes.
So you're in charge of that. May 17th.
AT&T.
Give us a little synopsis of what's going to go down.
Well, really, I don't have a clue. I just get paid to be the face, and they make all the decisions. Partly true, partly untrue. It is going to be a fun event. I mean, you've been involved in what we've done so far. I mean, with the draft, with the draft reveal at Kid Rock's bar and kick big ass honky tonk.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, it was fun just to see all these athletes have a chance at something that has never really been done before, especially in this era. And legendary coaches drafted 2 athletes per event, and we're going to have a team-style format. Now, it's going to be, I don't want to say confusing.
So it's a rodeo.
Rodeo.
It's a full-on rodeo.
No bull riding.
Without bull riding because it's during the PBR finals.
Right, but they are talking about having little people bull riding, which I was thinking about that the other day, not to get off track on the question, but I think little people in your camp would be kind of.
Hey, I've already put the feelers out.
Got active feelers for
just a little bit, because that's all you need to find a little person.
Just a tiny push.
Yeah, I would love a midget intern.
Is that the offensive name?
Is it offensive?
It doesn't offend me, but I'm not little by no means.
I don't know.
I mean, Donnie is kind of the closest to.
I don't know. I didn't think it was I thought it was like an official term.
Well, I Googled it the other night.
Is it offensive?
Yes, it's very offensive. If you're a little person.
Okay.
Or a liberal, because liberals get offended over everything.
Well, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not I don't mean it derogatory.
Right.
I didn't realize it was offensive. Are y'all messing with me? Is it it's like you. It's almost as bad as the N-word.
I don't.
No way.
To a little person.
It might be. I don't know.
How have I not been canceled already?
We should call Charlie Too Tall West and ask him.
Do you literally call them? What'd you say? Do you literally call them a little person instead?
Yeah. I
thought someone said that like a little person was maybe. I thought there was a difference in a little person and a midget.
I think it's a dwarf and a midget. Little person. Damn it! Now you got me offending people.
I thought like a little person was like a proportionate, like just smaller, and then the M word was someone not. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize if that's offensive.
I just disclaimer. I just came on as a guest. I have no affiliation with Dale Brisby Rodeo Time
We're actually partners. Yep. You cancel me, you cancel him. So the rodeo.
Yes, back to the rodeo. Team format, full rodeo except bull riding because it is during the PBR World Finals where they will crown a new world champion there. Team format. Did I say that again? I'll say it one more time.
Yeah. So, and what you mean by that is it's a full-on rodeo with 6 teams.
6 teams. Yeah.
6 teams. Each team has 2 people per event.
Right.
And so that's 12 contestants.
Yep.
And we're gonna match up side by side, right? So it'll be 2 teams competing against each other at a time.
Yep. It's single event. Yeah. So your team may compete against you and Trevor. I guess you're more the head coach than Trevor. He doesn't show up to a lot of functions. Anyway, your team will compete against Sid Steiner's team in the bareback riding, and then your team in the first round. Then your team may compete against another team in the first round. But championships, like you win a medal if your guy wins that round, right?
Okay.
Then when you get to the third round, once the third round's over, we accumulate all the medals, and whoever has the most championship medals goes to the championship round.
So
second medals competes for the big championship, team championship.
Okay, so the first round's going to start, and it might be the low riders versus the convoy and the bareback riding, and then in the steer wrestling, it could be the this team versus another team,
Correct.
and then on down the line. So
Correct.
your team might compete in the saddle bronc riding and the barrel racing, and then the second round.
No,
you're gonna-
you'll compete in all the events.
Oh, in the
In
first round.
You will
Okay, so you'll compete in all the events.
You just
in the
won't
first round.
compete against the same team in all those events. Does
I
that
got
make
you.
sense?
Yep.
And so a fun fact about, I don't know which camera to look at. There's not a light. I'm going to look at that one.
That's fine.
Definitely not this one.
Yeah, this
Definitely.
one's fun.
The fun thing about it, which I think you know, obviously I hope you know, is the timed events is on a drag race style start. So you'll have red light, get in the box. Yellow light, you better be turned around because when it hits green, both chutes open simultaneously, side by side, and you're hauling ass down the arena competing.
Yeah, you're side by side. It's 2 arenas.
2 arenas.
Very
well,
interesting.
1 arena, 2 chutes. There's no center.
Oh, there's not
fence.
a center
No
fence?
center fence. Nope.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, like, if your calf goes over,
Yeah.
you just deal with
Just
it.
roll with it.
That is very cool. But
Yeah.
that's not the case in the rough stock.
No, rough stock's a little different, obviously, for a couple reasons. Because judging, that everybody has an opinion that may differ from another guy's. So if we keep the judges the same and then just go, low riders, bareback rider, and then as soon as that guy's out, you go with the sledgehammers, bareback rider. So same judges, try to keep scores consistent. So it won't be simultaneously, but it'll be bam, bam.
Gotcha. Man, why not bull riding? Why don't we have bull riding at it?
That was a question I asked because it's during the PBR World Finals.
That doesn't seem like a good enough reason alone.
Right.
Like-
They wanted to. My understanding is what I was told is Kid Rock did not want bull riding being it was over the top of the PBR Finals. He wanted the rodeo in itself without everything else that was going on during it. If that makes sense.
Cool. Well, I'm here for the bucking horses. I love it. So,
but you are
I've already conquered the bull riding.
Right. Yes. Okay.
So
Your
here
buckle
we
says
are.
that.
Yeah, during
This year.
Right, this year. And it's no conflict of interest for me.
Right.
Because then I'd be tempted to ride in it.
Right. And we can't have a coach ride. That we've already made that rule.
Trevor tried to draft me in every event. I was like, Trevor. He kept writing
I was
my
there
name
and
down.
he did not.
Yeah.
I was there.
It was just I didn't let him. You didn't see that part.
I watched the whole thing. I was right. I actually had a hidden camera on you.